Okay, folks, sorry about that. So today we're doing lesson 28, presentation tips, and your skills are adding notes to slides, using notes page view, and printing slides with notes. So this will look a little different on Google Slides. We'll have to experiment a little bit. Okay. So you're going to insert 7 new slides and change the background to any solid color. So I'm in my home. I'm just inserting new slides. Oops. I'm just doing new slides. Another way is Control M. So you just add 7 new slides, and then I'm changing the background. So there's 2 ways to do background. You could right click and then go to Format Background and choose any solid color of your choice. You could do it like manually that way. So you just click and then do it manually like that. Or you could go to the slide master. So you go to view, you go to slide master, and you're in the master slide here, and then you just pick a color. Oops. You pick a background color, solid fill, whatever you'd like. And then this will apply to all the slides if you do it that way. So since I manually changed these ones, these are still the same color, but there's multiple ways to change the colors. That's just 2 different ways. Okay, in separate boxes, typed text is shown. So I'm supposed to type this different type of text. Okay, so just assume that I type the text because I'm not going to go over each one. And then you got to change the font size to match what it's saying. And then you're supposed to insert an image of your choice. Select an image that best illustrates the content of the slides. Resize and repost the text box if necessary. Resize the position of the image below text box 2. So this slide 1 is presentation tips, and then you're supposed to insert a picture. You know how to insert a picture by now, so I'm not going to go over it. Now in slide number 2, again, they want you to type what they say, change the font size, use standard bullets. So something's supposed to go here. Whoops. Something's here, and then something is here. Something's here. I don't know what it is, but you're just using bullets. Then you want to remove the bullet on the first line. So you're supposed to remove the first line as bullet. So something, something, something. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is supposed to be like, just imagine I typed it in correctly. Okay, so they want you to remove the first bullet. So you just backspace and it removes the first bullet for each one. And then remove the bullets, change the font size, use the slide sorter view to move slide 6 so that it's positioned after slide 2. So I'm supposed to go to sorter view. So I go to view and I'm in the slide sorter view. So this is a slide sorter and you're supposed to move slide 6 to under slide 2, right? Wait, am I on slide 6? Sorry. No, I was on 8. This is slide 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is slide 6. And you want it to position to after slide 2. So it goes to after slide 2. Then you want to move slide 8 so it's positioned after 4. And you want to move slide 7, 6, so that it's positioned after 7. So 6, so it's after 7. Okay, so you're supposed to move it around. You could do that in the normal view, but imagine you had like a lot of slides, like 20 slides. Then that's why you need to know the slide sorter view and you're supposed to move it around in the correct position. So I'm going to see that it's in the correct position. Okay. All right. Then you're going to use the notes page view to add notes for slides 1 through 8 as shown in figure 28B. So I go to the notes page view. So I'm in a view tab. I go to notes page view right here. Oh. So I'm in a notes page view. And I'm supposed to type in the notes in figure 28B. So I'm going to here, 28B. So for slide 1 here, I'm supposed to put the text here. So I'm supposed to type in this. So imagine I typed it in. Don't just copy and paste. I'm doing it wrong. Slide 2, you're supposed to do this. So this is just to see how it messes up. So I'm gonna see, like you should type it in correctly. And then you're gonna do for all of them. So all 8 slides. Okay. If I go back to the normal view, you'll see that if I view the notes, so if I click this button here, view notes, you'll see the notes that I typed in shows up here too. Okay, so there's multiple ways to add notes, but this document just wants you to do it that way so that you're aware that you could do the notes page like this in case you have a lot of notes. Okay, so anyways, let me go back to the normal view. Then at the end, all slides, you're supposed to format it and make it so it's professional, proofread, view your presentation, print a copy, including the notes if required. So you don't have to print the notes. I mean, if you were to go to file and print full slides, there should be a way to print it. There's multiple ways to print it, but there should be a notes page. And if you want to print it like that, you could print the entire slides and then, oh, here it is. So if you were to print it and you wanted it with the notes, you go to print all slides, full page, and then you could do notes page, and then you get the how it looks like this. Now, of course, I'm not going to have you print it, but that would be the last step, step 23, if you were to print it with notes. This is really useful because when you're in college, this is what I used to do a lot. My professors would often email me or send us their PowerPoint slides in advance. And what I would do is I would print my professor's presentation slides in the notes view, the notes page. And then I would add notes to the slide. So this is just a very useful tool. Even though I'm not going to check to see if you know how to do this, you should know for when you do need to do lectures. Okay, so this is how you would do this assignment on PowerPoint. And then let me show you on Google Docs. Whoopsie. All right, let me just make sure. All right, so I'm in my Google Drive. I'm gonna go to my Microsoft Office class. And I'm gonna have a blank presentation. So I'm just gonna go to new, Google Slides. Now I have a blank slide. I have to fiddle with this a little bit. So, okay, so I'm gonna do the same assignment. We're on lesson 28. And I'm gonna show you the same way to do this, but on Google Slides. Okay, so for Google Slides, again, for this assignment, you're adding notes to the slides. You're using the notes page view and you're printing slides with the notes. So let's see how well Google Slides is able to do these features. Okay. Oops, I went to the wrong page. All right, so I'm supposed to, for first step is they want me to add 7 new slides. So I'm just gonna press plus for 7 new slides. So I'll have 8 slides total. And then I want to change the background color for each slide. So you could do it multiple ways. You can either view the master slide and just change the master slide background color so that all your slides are the same color. So there, my master slide made all of them different colors, same color. Or I could go click each one, change background color, and then choose like individual colors. So I could do that, right? Change background. So this is just the manual way to do it. I'm gonna do it the manual way just so that I can show you how it's gonna look. I mean, this, you'll see when I show you in a little bit. I want this yellow. Give me a second. This is a little tedious, but I need to show you something after. Blue, change the background, this blue, and then right click, change back. I love this rainbow color. It looks very nice. There we go. Okay, so I changed the background colors. You could change it however you want. I just did it like this. Okay, and I'm supposed to type the text that they want. Type, type, type. Type, 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 whatever. And insert an image that I want. You already know how to insert an image, so I'm not going to show you. Now I'm going to go to slide 2 to 8. And I'm supposed to type in this information that's shown. So just pretend I typed in the information. Something's supposed to be here. Something is here, something's here, something's here, and something is here. They also want it to be bulleted. So I highlighted everything and it's supposed to be bulleted like this. So this is supposed to be the same on all these slides. There's always supposed to be something. And then eventually it's going to ask you to remove the bullet on the first line of slides 3, 4, 7, and 8. So slides 3, I'm taking off the bullet for the first line. 4 and 7 and 8 I was supposed to do the same thing. Whatever is supposed to be typed. Okay. And then I got to change the font size. So change the font size as appropriate, but make sure it fits. So if it looks too weird and it doesn't fit in the frame for what they're asking you to do, then make it smaller. Because I could tell you right now, 60-point font, if I change this to 60-point font, it's too large. So don't even bother changing the font size because Google default font size is just too large. Just leave it as is. You don't have to change it. Okay, so now what they want me to do is go to the slide sorter view. So I want to go to view and let me see if they have the slide sorter view. Yeah, they don't have the slide sorter view. So the closest to the slide sorter view in Google Slides is this one right here, grid view. And then in the grid view, then you could move the slides that they want you to move. So they want you to move slide 6. So it's after 2. So here's slide 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After slide 2, so now it's right here. They want you to move slide 8. So it's after 4. So this is slide 8 and they want you to move it after 4. And then they want you to move slide 6. So it's after 7. So slide 6, they want it after 7. So bam. So you're going to be sorting the slides. Okay. You could just sort the slides in the flip, what's it called? The flip strip view. But imagine you have hundreds of slides. It's going to be too hard to do that. So that's why it's easier to do it in the grid view. And you could even make it smaller. Maybe even that's easier for you. So you could move the slides around the way that you want to. Okay. So yeah, that's how you utilize the flip view. And then now they want you to use the notes view and add the notes for slides 1 through 8. So you're supposed to put these in the notes. So this is where you type in notes for each slide. So one way to add notes is just like, if I'm on slide 1, I could put the notes here. Okay, and then slide 2, I go to slide 2, put notes here. But they want you to use the notes viewer, notes page view. They have it on Google Slide, on PowerPoint, but Google Slides, I'm not sure. So let's take a look. Slide, edit master, edit theme, no. Arrange, no. It's usually in view. No, it's not in motion. View, the grid view. No, they want you to look at the notes view. So view, show speaker notes. View, show speaker notes. Yeah, so Google Slides doesn't have a notes viewer view. And because of that, you're just going to have to put the notes manually on each slide. So make sure that you could show your speaker notes, because if I take this off, there's no speaker notes. So I go to click view, view, show speaker notes, and then I type in the notes manually. So here I'm going to figure 28B, and then this, I'm supposed to type it into slide 2. Okay, type it correctly. I'm just showing you it like that. So you have to do it manually for all of them. They don't have the same feature as PowerPoint. Okay, and then that's it. That's how to do the notes. At the end, you're just supposed to make sure everything looks professional and appropriate, proofread your work, check for spelling errors, mistakes. I'm a little picky on if I see you don't capitalize what you're supposed to capitalize, I will take points off. So make sure you do the correct typing. Save your presentation. You could view your presentation if you want to, and then they want you to print to include the notes. So if I were to print this, I'm not gonna have you print it because obviously you can't print it, but if you were to print this, there's a way to print it so that you could see the slide notes. So you go to File, you go to Print, Settings and Preview, I wanna say. And then they want you to slide one with notes, without notes. So they want you to close preview, hide background. Handout 1 slides per page, handout 1. So you want slide 1 with notes. There we go. Yeah, so this is if you were to print this, then you want to print it with the slide 1 with the notes. And then you could download it and you could upload this as the assignment page. So this might be good. So you could show me that you knew how to print it. So if you want to upload it in that printer view, then it'll be able to show me that you were able to print it with the notes. You could also go to File, and I want to say the print feature allows you to print it with the notes too. Let me see. More settings. No, it doesn't. So with Google, you have to go to Print Settings and Preview, and then you have to do slides with the notes to be able to print it with the notes. So it's a little different than PowerPoint. But anyways, that's it. That's how you do the slide notes.